Hello everyone, welcome to our channel once again. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates, and also leave a comment to express your thoughts on this. National Chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Abdullahi Ganduje, has said the party remains resolute in the face of a recent court ruling on the Bayelsa State governorship election. Recall that Justice Donatus Okorowo of the Federal High Court, Abuja, in a judgment delivered on Monday, disqualified the Bayelsa APC candidate in the November 11 governorship election, Timipre Sylva. Justice Okorowo ruled out Sylva as having been sworn in twice and ruled for 5 years as governor of Bayelsa would breach the 1999 constitution as amended if allowed to contest again. However, speaking to State House correspondents yesterday, Ganduje reassured party members and supporters that the setback resulting from the judgment would not deter the APC from its preparations for the upcoming elections in Bayelsa. Ganduje said, "Last 2 weeks I was in Bayelsa for 2 good days, and I think they were ready and they are still ready to win the election. Therefore, this is a little distraction anyway, but we will overcome it. We believe the appeal court will give us positive judgment, but that will not stop us from making arrangements for the forthcoming election, which is coming up on 11th November 2023. The APC chairman also called for calm among party members, highlighting that the individual who brought the case to court may not have been qualified to do so, as they did not contest against the APC's candidate Sylva in the original.
Well, the judgment given by the Federal High Court in Abuja sacking, the APC governorship candidate of Bayelsa State, Sylva, to me, is one of those things that happen when it's an election year. When it comes to election, every political camp are trying to do the best to make sure that they weaken their opponent and probably clinch the governorship seat or win the election. That is what everyone is doing. But it's unfortunate that our judiciary, to some extent, I would say, contributes to electoral fraud in our nation. That is the way I see it. Yes, Timipre Sylva has been sworn in twice. But if that sworn in twice was valued, he would have been able to serve 8 years. But what happened? He was sacked by the electoral tribunal. Based on some technicality. Yes, if he has been sacked, I don't think. Why was he sacked? That is the first thing. It means that his election wasn't valid. And if they are going to say that because he's been sworn in twice, that he cannot contest any election again, it means that he has been jilted by not allowing him to complete 8 years tenure. Because swearing him in or not does not make that, as long as court has validated that his election is not authentic, he's not the authentic candidate, and somebody else was sworn in his place, the return the INEC retrieved his return of certificate of return, and somebody else was sworn in. It means that sworn in is invalid. That is just it. That sworn in is invalid. But we live in a country where the highest bidder get the justice. That is exactly the way I see it, and I will say it the way it is. This matter, as far as I'm concerned, the Sylva is not supposed to be disqualified from this, from the governorship election on the basis that he's been sworn in twice. If he has been sworn in twice, instead of serving for 4 years, he started for 5 years. But that 5 years was that a year. But at the end of the day, he was disqualified. The certificate of return was retrieved from him, and somebody else was sworn in. That makes that sworn in invalid. That makes that sworn in invalid. So, but the way things go here is that our judicial system, I keep asking this question. Our judicial system, if care is not taken, will put this country in a place that it's going to be very difficult for us to have hope and trust in our judicial system. That is just it. Because election is conducted, somebody is declared winner, but the opposition was not satisfied with the electoral process and they went to court. Even if he's been sworn in and court said you are not duly elected and the certificate of return is retrieved from him and the opposition, the whosoever that was declared winner took over from him, that election is invalid. That swearing in is invalid. It shouldn't have been used against him in this election. Because as far as the justice system is concerned, he has never, he wasn't a governor and he was not recognized as a two-term governor. He was only recognized as a one-term governor. That is the law. So why will you now come out and say he's been sworn in twice? And if his contest election, he will be contradicting the Nigerian constitution. So these are the little bias we see in our judicial system that we begin to ask. That we begin to ask the credibilities of the judges. We begin to ask the credibility of the judges. There are things that common sense will let us know that this is how it's supposed to be. That is just it, common sense. But unfortunately, it's like the common sense are not even common these days. That is just it. It's like the common sense are not common. A man lose election through court, and you are affirming that election as authentic, because for you to disqualify him because of election that he was disqualified, then I don't understand where that is coming from. Because if that swearing in was authentic, was recognized, he wouldn't have been kicked out of the office. He would have served his 8 years as a governor. But I believe that Ganduje has come out to say they remain resolute, that and they are still preparing. I thought they will go to appeal. They will appeal this judgment, and with what is happening, I think the appeal should be able to do the needful concerning this whole election issues and all that. I think the appeal should be able to do the needful. I am not a lawyer, I'm not a justice, but common sense should let us know that these things are unfair. I don't know. Sylva is not related to me in any way. I'm not related to him in any way, but the truth should be told. There are things that shouldn't be happening in our society, and we'll keep our hand, fold our hand, and not say anything about it. This is our job. This is my job, and I have to say it the way it is. Please, I want you to feel free to comment below. Let me know your take concerning this, and also subscribe to our channel for update on this and more to come. Thank you.